He says, I know the plans for you. They are for good and not disaster, to give you a future and give you a hope. He has plans for us. If we stick to His plans, we're going to get His outcome. His outcome is not for us to be dealing with sickness and disease and cancer and all these things. He says clearly in His Word what He wants us to be doing. To go out there and preach the good news. But how could we do that if we're sick in bed? It's not about for us. I don't like the way that tastes. Good, it's not about you. When we start realizing that and start realizing, well, what is His plan? What's His ultimate plan? What do we want? Is it about us or is it about Him? What do we want? It says in there clearly, you follow His way, He'll provide. It doesn't say He'll provide. It says, it says seek and do. It doesn't just say ask. Ask and do. Do is an action word. So you can't just, I pray that I have a new Corvette and I pray that I get a good job and while you're eating McDonald's and eating unkosher food and not paying attention to the nocturnal laws, sleeping like a nocturnal animal and all these different things. And by saying people that follow His Word can't get sick or people that don't follow His Word could get sick. No, I know a lot of people that are not on His plan and they're somewhat healthy according to the world standards. I know a lot of people, some people, that are on His plan, but they're not doing too well. They're not fully on His plan. That's the problem. You cannot be obese if you're following our Creator's plan. You can't be. You cannot have certain issues that we suffer from commonly if you're on His plan. I'm not going to say you can't have no issues, but I'm saying, there are some reasons we do have issues. Because that's His plan. That's why. Who sinned that this man should be blind and so on? What did this man do that he's blind? There's a plan He has. I know many people who've suffered from disease and have gotten cured by His wonderful touch. He has a plan. So the problem we got today is we sit here with food. I used to do it. People worship the food and they don't give thanks to the Creator of the food. It's a big problem. His plan for us is not to suffer from disease and sickness and all the garbage we're going through. And depression. How in the world can you understand what He wants us to do it, understanding that, hey, it might not be building an earthly kingdom or an earthly treasure, but you're storing up treasure in heaven, and be sad about that. I know people that were severely depressed, clinically depressed, and got on our Creator's plan, and it took them out of it. Not the medical way of the drugs and everything else, but took them out of it. That's not a surprise. Why does somebody think somebody could have cancer and it's some kind of miracle that if they start eating a raw food diet, they're going to get better? That's not a miracle. It's His plan. The real amazing thing is, how could somebody eat McDonald's as long as they eat it and not get cancer? That's how amazing He is. That's how much He gives us. That's His grace, to give us the time before we wake up and figure it out. That's what He wants us to do.
Come out of the world, oh my people, seek the truth, avoid the evil, learn Yahweh's ways, Torah Life Ministries, come out of the world.